the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all hit that like button. Let me know if you can hear me just fine because I'm not in the studio. I don't have all my stuff. Let me know if you can hear it just fine. Let me see. Let me see if I hear myself. Sounds great. All right, man. It ain't going to be the best of quality shows, but while I'm on the road, this is the best that we're going to have. You know, your boy rocking his We Almost Always Almost Win Miami Dolphins shirt. You know, we almost always almost win, man. Listen, breaking news. The Miami Dolphins signed Mike White to a 2-year, $16 million contract, paying another backup $8 million, and I knew this was going to happen. I said this last week, Mike White, somebody proposed it. I said, I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening. Gosh, man. All right, so let's have this conversation. Up to $16 million. Oh, okay, let me give y'all some details. Okay, 16. Okay, up to 16 million. You're paying them more than Teddy Bridgewater. I was about to do a live because I was freaking out with this Gardner Minshew crap. I don't know who been telling y'all Gardner Minshew out here for the last 2 weeks. actually the last week, because I've been hearing all this Gardner Minshew. They've been putting polls and Gardner Minshew leading the way. And I'm like, who been out here selling Gardner Minshew? Who in a right mind is out here saying that we need to bring in Gardner Minshew? And so many Dolphin fans kept saying it, and it was making me scratch my head like, who's out here selling this crap? Like, literally, I really want to know who the culprit is. I really want to know who the culprit is selling Gardner Minshew. I want to know who in this community been out here pumping people's head with Gardner Minshew. It made absolutely no sense. Go look it up. Y'all gonna think I'm lying when I say this. Y'all gonna think I'm lying when I say this. Teddy Bridgewater had a better season than Gardner Minshew last year. Y'all gonna think I'm lying when I say that. Go look it up. Go look it up. Teddy Bridgewater had a better season than Gardner Minshew last year. Let that sink in. And I'm like, for a week straight, hey, why everybody keeps saying Gardner Minshew? Is this something I don't know? Is this something I don't know? Is something going on? And I'm like, who in their right mind will want Gardner Minshew? Anyway, thank God the Miami Dolphins. I am actually happy with this signing. Thank God the Miami Dolphins signed Mike White and not Gardner. Oh my gosh. And not Gardner Minshew. Thank God they signed Mike White and not Gardner Minshew. Okay? I like Mike White for his upside. Mike White has some skill. Just like Skylar Thompson, still rough around the edges, but I put Mike White with a much better start off than Skylar Thompson. So I love this move because Mike White got some starter reps. He got a stint where he was starting and played some good football. He had some rough patches too, as young quarterbacks do, as veterans do. So this is the competition that they're bringing in for Skylar Thompson. I got to be honest with y'all. Miami's scared about Tua. The Dolphins are scared about Tua, man. They not just bringing in a backup to come win games and fill in. They're bringing in backups that could potentially be developed into a starter with the upside in their projections. They're not going out here going to get a backup that can come win a few games. They are literally going after the young guys who could be developed into a potential starter long term. They are nervous about Tua Tagovailoa and his ability to stay healthy. They definitely are. Again, when you're paying up to $8 million per year for a backup, I told y'all, if you got to pay more than $5 million, $6 million for a backup, then you worried about your starter. Anything over $5 million, I mean, the max you should be paying a backup is $5 million. Anything over that, you're concerned about your starter. And for them to be given almost up to $8 million, and he could hit it because, again, it ain't much confidence in Tua staying healthy, and I hope he has a full season this year finally. They concerned because you shouldn't have to pay this kind of money for backup. You just shouldn't have to. And that's the issue. But that's neither here nor there. I love this move. Mike White is going to come into camp, compete. He's going to make some big-time throws. The problem that we have with this team is this. This is the issue we have. It's hard for these guys to look that bad in camp. It's real hard for these guys to look that bad in camp when you got Tyreek and Waddle running wide open. Now, I know some people are going to be like, yeah, but you got Jalen and X now. if you ever been to camp and you understand how it works, that's not quite. I mean, everybody's gonna be on the field. It ain't like X and Ramsey gonna take every rep and be out there. Some parts of practice they won't even be on the field practicing. Those are two guys plus a few others where usually the last 2 segments of practice they sit them out. So when you have everybody potentially doing well in camp, it makes it hard to see if anybody's making ground on another person or something, you know? But I ain't gonna lie, Mike White got his payday. This is a payday for a guy like Mike White. If you really think about it, this is a rookie first round, number 6 overall money. Think about it. No, number 5 overall. Mike White just got first round draft pick number 5 overall money. When you drafted into the NFL, $8 million. Tua has a 4-year, $8 million deal. I mean, $32 million deal. That is $8 million a year. So we had to go out and pay Mike White like he was a first round, number 5 overall pick. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. I hate it though. I wish we could just have a great quarterback who don't have injury concerns starting and then go get a little $3-4 million quarterback. So we got another $4-5 million that we could go get a left guard with. Just saying. But I knew this Mike White signing was going to happen. I'm going to try to get an interview with Mike White and or his dad before the season starts. I've already talked to him before when he was a Jet. Had a good conversation with him. He's pretty cool, his dad. So if I can, I'll try to get an interview with him, talk to him about his son, because y'all need to understand. I know nobody want to hear it, but this is a huge win for Mike White, because as much as people don't want to acknowledge it, the quarterback position in Miami is up in the air. I mean, if I was a guy like Mike White, I would love to come to Miami right now. If Tua gets hurt, I go in and play well. Tannehill, Mariota situation. If Tua ain't playing well, there's so many factors that another guy can end up taking the reins. So time will tell. It'll be very interesting. We're on free agency watch. I'm only going to be live for another like 20 minutes. And then in about 2 hours from now, I'm going to do a free agency watch party stream where we're just checking out all the deals that's happening around the league. I'm going to be honest. I got to be honest with y'all. I am getting nervous right now. I'm actually getting nervous right now. Really nervous. I'm getting nervous because I told y'all this is going to be the best roster we ever had. Chris Grier better not be playing with us. He better not be sitting around here saying, I got Ramsey, now let's go to war. I'm sorry, Chris Grier. I'm looking for at least 4 more big signings. I'm looking for 4 more big signings. If we're going to go to a Super Bowl, I'm under the assumption you going all out. Don't let no Ramsey, Mike White be your plan. Don't let no Ramsey, Mike White be the plan. I'm still looking for this all out assault. Wagner. Derrick Henry. Everybody gung-ho on Poyer. Okay, if you want to go Poyer, I don't feel we need to with Brandon Jones, even though they kind of have 2 different roles, but at the same token. But if you're going for broke, whatever, do it. It's a 2-year window. I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to back away from that Brandon Jones Poyer situation. Why? Because I gotta remember it's a 2-year window. I'm over here thinking long term. Brandon Jones, he's developing into a good player, and he can get better and better as the years go. But we're in a 2-year window. Who cares? Who cares? So Chris Greer better not screw us. Chris Greer better not be up in the front office. Yeah, I got him Ramsey. They happy with me again. Let's sit back, call Mike White, and we good now. He better not play them games, man. Y'all, we ain't got time for that. He better not play with us. Go where the right tackle, where the left guard, where the running backs. Where my linebacker? Where my tight end? And again, it's early, y'all. It's early. But I'm getting nervous because McGlinchey went off the board, and that one hurt because that's who I wanted. But at the same token, he went for a lot of money. And I'm like, dang, he making the right tackle market a little insane right now, and that's going to hurt us. That's going to hurt. Right tackle's pay just went up a little. Right now, they're reporting the Raiders are closing in on a deal with quarterback Jimmy G after 6 seasons. He'll reunite with Josh McDaniels. Relax, TD. You did this last year. Don't remind me. Don't do me like that. Don't remind me. We got some donations. I want to go ahead and hit those real quick. Jose in the building said Jets about to make a move on Rodgers. Well, they've been made a move on him, and they waiting on Rodgers to let them know what he gonna do. Jimmy G is a Raider. That's what I'm seeing. I don't like that because he's competent. He's competent. It ain't a fall off from Derek Carr, not by much, if any, at all. Caleb McGarry will be a good fit for us. Let's see what happens. All right, cool. All right, we got that. I'm serious if you. Come on, I need that Derrick Henry. Miami, I need that. Miami is going all out. Dolphins found a new backup quarterback. They've agreed to terms with former Jets QB Mike White on a 2-year deal per sources. South Florida native. Go beyond a certain price point for higher level backups that they discussed. So they settled on a player with rating HSS. Dang. That is true, though. This Dolphins opted for Mike White as their backup quarterback. Agent for higher quality backup. Agent for a higher quality backup that was willing to basically come to Miami said that the Miami Dolphins were not willing to go beyond a certain price point for a higher level backup that they discussed. So they settled on a player with 75.4 career rating, 8 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. That's Mike White. If Mike McDaniel can help him out, develop him, hey, but I'm going to tell y'all now, right now, this ain't no difference from the Jacobys and the Teddys. I like it for his upside. But I got to be honest with y'all. Ain't no real news here unless he can do something extremely special. I just like his upside. Where they get him to another level. But until he plays at that next level, it doesn't matter. So once again, another backup. Miami was unwilling to pay the premium for the backup. See, this is the crazy thing. That shows you Miami knew they needed a starter type backup, but they were unable. They weren't going to go past a certain point. They weren't going to go past a certain point. Say something positive, TD. I'm a Dolphin fan. We got Jalen Ramsey. I'm waiting on Greer to make that next move. I'm waiting on that next move. TD find bad in everything. Is there bad in everything? I mean, come on. Sometimes I just want to talk to some of y'all. Like people who make comments like that. Sometimes I want to talk to y'all. TD finds bad in everything. Then you tell me, what should I be overly excited about with bringing in Mike White? Yeah, matter of fact, comment section. Y'all sell me the excitement of Mike White. Let's see if y'all can. 75.4 career rating, 8 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. 8 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Come on, Dolphin fans. Y'all positive Dolphin fans. Sell me. Just make me feel like, yeah, with Mike White. Put it in the comment section. Come on. He stays healthy. Boom. Jacoby stayed healthy. Come on. You want me to be positive and you can't. You want me to sell you and be positive on Mike White and you can't. He's back. I was impressed with his toughness last season. Still wanted to play when he was injured, unlike our starter. I like that about him. Still need a high level of play, though. He lost that game. TD, Mike White going to be the new Tom Grossi. Kurt Becker, let's go. I hope so. Anyway, let me get off of that because somebody tried to check me just now and be like, dang, so you find a negative in anything. And nobody. I mean, we got 532 people in the building and nobody could really give me what I should be saying right now that's positive. Nobody. Some of y'all just come up in here because I'm convinced you don't like me, so you only listen to me so you can figure out what you can criticize me about. Like you being an undercover agent for other people. Like, I'm just keeping it real. That's all I do over here, give you my real raw opinion. Y'all don't understand how many bad things this team does. I mean, I enjoy the good things, but y'all don't understand how bad. Like how many, like that's why we always suck too, because we'll do 10 things bad and then you'll go sign Ndamukong Suh and we forget the 10 things and be like, all is forgiven. And then you end up paying dead cap for a Suh for 7 years. Keeping it real get you canceled nowadays, TD. No, it don't. Only way you get canceled is if you owned by somebody. Only way you get canceled is if you own somebody. And I'm going to sound cocky when I say this because I mean to be cocky. I ain't owned by nobody. I started this by myself, independent. Who you going to go complain to? What higher up in business you going to complain to cancel me? I'm not a beat writer where I got to issue an apology because I rubbed a lot of the subscribers the wrong way. I ain't employed by the Dolphins. I ain't all of that stuff where I got to drool over Tua and everybody else. You can't cancel somebody that built that has built something for themselves. That's the problem. Only people get canceled are the ones who are owned by somebody. People scream loud enough. The owner says, yeah, that's bad for business. You're officially canceled. Who you going to scream to with me? Only people you can scream to is the people watching right now. Y'all own me, but majority of y'all rock with me. Majority of y'all rock with me. Majority of y'all got my back. So the little 20 people that be up in here just to find what I say negative all the time, trying to cancel me because I keep it real, man, the people, the other 530 got my back. I don't never worry about that. But I get what you're saying. Try to cancel you. Nah, I ain't on. So I can never be a beat writer. I can never be one of them people, one of them Dolphin speakers or whatever. No, then I gotta fake and not disclose certain things of how I really feel. Mike White has had what 3 good games on top of injuries every game he plays, which is true. I don't know why I just let somebody tell me otherwise, and I agree with them. He actually has been hurt a lot. Mike White actually keeps getting injured. He was actually assuming the starting role and lost it because of his injury. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got another injured quarterback. Gosh. The man actually caught a huge break and became the starter, and then he got hurt. And they had to wait for him to come back. Then when he came back, he was getting banged up in that game. I forgot all about that. Y'all talk about TD find the negative and everything. Man, y'all found that one. I forgot. Gosh, I'm a childhood friend of his, TD, but this move kind of sketchy. Man, I forgot all about that. I let that go one ear out the other. I forgot Mike White. He kept getting hurt. TD, Mike White is better than Tua. He has an arm. Man, Tua. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting here in my brain right now, like, man, let me think of something positive to talk about right now. And all I keep thinking is, we got Ramsey. And I'm like, that's just typical Dolphin. We got Ramsey. We got Ramsey. Man, they better hurry up. Devontae is going from Derek Carr to Jimmy G. Let's be honest. Backup Tua at QB guarantees you some playing time when he eventually stubs his toe going to the fridge. Mike White ain't slick. The Chiefs are moving on from Orlando Brown because he is a mediocre offensive tackle. They're signing Juwan Taylor. Another wow. All right, Big Mike, the homie in the building, said, man, this we can't have as many injuries as we did last year, bro. Why not? I think you can, actually. It's the same culprits. Someone tell Greer injuries are a bad thing. Why sign Tom Brady when you can have the modern version? Oh, y'all funny. Greenwood Slim. The truth hurts, CD. When you go too hard, I go watch Dudley do wrong to balance me out. And but I be back tomorrow. Keep doing your thing, bro. Appreciate you, man. And next time you go over to my brother, tell him I love him. Another celebration of a QB signing to not threaten the beloved QB1. Oh, I forgot. We got to get over it. QB1. LOL. Yeah, we got to get over it, y'all. Who is QB1? Y'all need to get over it. I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen the little Mike White signing, I even tried to sell myself and pump myself up about it. But deep down, I'm like, upside. We got upside. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see if anything else is happening out here. The Bears are like literally loading up for Fields, man. The Bears are literally loading up for Fields. I think Rodgers, he either going to the Jets or back to Green Bay because that Raiders thing is a done deal. New Dolphins backup QB Mike White, who's 2-5 as a starter in his career, had one exceptional game last year. 22 of 28, 315, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, and win versus Chicago. Lions, Tigers, and oh my gosh. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Oh, that hurts. 1 or 2 or 3. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to start saying 4. 1 of 2 or 4 good games last year. I told y'all, everybody did it to the Bears. And for Mike White to go 22 of 28, what is that? 85%? 80%? 315 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 picks. Tua had 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. Gosh. Everybody did it to the Bears. Mike White about to learn how our fans treat backups. You ain't lie. Don't let Tua get hurt. Mike White gonna be. Rodgers can go to the 49ers too if he don't go to the Jets. That's true. That is true. Now I'm trying to look up Miami versus the Bears. I'm trying to remember that game. Miami versus Bears. Box score. Tua 21 of 30, 302, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Mike White actually had a better game than him. Better completion percentage, more yards, and a higher rating. This is what I be talking about. I'm glad we played the Bears last year because this year it looked like they loading up. I don't think we got them again, but it looked like they are really loading up for Fields. Tua playing like an MVP versus the Lions, the Bears, and the Browns. And Mike White had a better game versus the Bears. I mean, the Bears, man. You can't make this up, man. Oh, I'm so frustrated. I'm going to be honest. Let's be honest. What are we waiting on in free agency? We want to know where Rodgers goes. That's a big free agent situation everybody are waiting on. Where is Rodgers going to end up? And I hope it's not the Jets. I just don't want the Jets getting a quarterback. Like, I want them to fail on Rodgers. I want them to straight up fail on Rodgers. At this point, I want Rodgers to go back to Green Bay. Lamar to San Francisco. It's possible. Then they'd actually win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell you now. Lamar go to San Francisco, they win in the Super Bowl. I don't care how much y'all talk about the Dolphins. If Lamar goes to the freaking 49ers, they're gonna win a Super Bowl. If Lamar ends up with the Jets, not as likely, but they would be favorites. There's like 4 teams that if Lamar goes to, automatic Super Bowl favorites. Jets, San Francisco, Miami, of course. I'll say those 3 right now. I'll just stick with those 3 right now. All right, let me see. Bills got an O-lineman from Dallas. Yeah, they knew they had to fix that O-line. So that's smart. They're going after what they actually need because that O-line was not as good last year. Y'all got to stop with this he don't fit the system. TD, speak on the restructure of Watson contract. Oh, my gosh, that too. See, this is why I was trying to tell y'all, Dolphin fans. Y'all got to stop talking about what quarterback you can afford. Quarterbacks, when you have teams like this, look at what Watson did. He was supposed to be like a $56 million cap hit this year. He restructured, so now he's only a $21 or something million cap hit, which frees up 30 to 40 million that they could spend right now in free agency. And now the next 3 years, he's a $64 million cap hit, and the 4th year is a $9 million voidable year. But what you think they're going to do next year? They're going to take that $64 million, convert it into $40 million in the bonus. They're going to pay him $40 million check on the spot. They're going to take the other $24 million that they owed him and put it in more voidable years. And then next year, they're going to be able to add another $40 million. And then when he do 70 million, they're going to restructure that. They're going to convert 50 million in the signing bonus. And they're going to push that to the back end. And then he's only going to be a $25 million cap hit. And they're going to voidable years. And then they got to stop playing. Then they got to stop playing. Because but again, if they win a Super Bowl, what does it matter? Another team you better look out for. Sean Payton over there in Denver getting it right. Sean Payton over there in Denver right now getting it right. Fixing that old line. Finna go back to, what's going to work for Russell Wilson? Man, I can't wait for this season. Let me tell you what's going to happen this season. We either going to be one of the best teams in the league or we going to suck. And if we suck, it's going to be one of the most embarrassing things ever. I ain't going to be embarrassed. Because I'm going to be optimistic all year that we're going to be the greatest team on turf or field. And we're going to be the greatest team. But if it don't work, it's a win-win for me. All these guys need to clear out. If it don't work, everybody getting cleared out. Everybody. So let's wait on the Aaron Rodgers news and hungry team to blow their load. Everybody has in Tua. Nope. Tua and Greer. If it don't work, they are responsible. That's it. I love to keep Mike McDaniel. I like Mike McDaniel. I ain't going to take it easy on him. I'm going to be very critical of his decisions, but I love him. Is Jimmy Garoppolo better than Derek Carr? No. Linebacker market looks like it's down right now. Yeah, that's a good sign. But again, we got to secure that middle. We got to see what they're going to decide to do. Y'all hit that like button. Um, hmm. Oh, I thought I had some breaking news. Hmm. Xavier said Rodgers to the Jets. I saw some of y'all say that, but I'm not getting any Twitter confirmations on that. A-Rod official, big dog. Let me see, man. Hearing Rodgers to the Jets is done. History about to repeat itself. Yeah, it might be done. Dang, I was hoping they failed. I was hoping he was just like, nah, I'm gonna go back to Green Bay. Yeah, they is. It's everywhere now. Dang, the AFC East. Wow. I'm gonna be honest, man. I know many of y'all don't care because it's the typical Dolphin thing to do. Think that you're just automatically the best because we got Ramsey. I don't know. But this is what I did not want to happen. I gotta see the compensation. That's what might blow my mind. Remember, it used to be two first. I think they probably got him for pennies. And let me tell y'all something. You look at that Jets roster, all you can do is say to yourself, what would make them better right now outside of quarterback? They get Aaron Rodgers. What else do they need? Just one more receiver, in my opinion. One more really good receiver, in my opinion. And if they go get a really good receiver, I ain't saying they better than us, but they good. They're a good team. Y'all got to understand this defense completed their whole season last year. Let that sink in. This is like literally the defense alone was their whole freaking season, with the exception of the Mike White 300-yard game versus the Bears, everybody. But do y'all realize they had 5 games that they lost where the defense held the other team under 20 and they lost? You remember that Patriots game where they lost with the kickoff? Do you remember that Buffalo game where they barely lost at the end? The next Patriot game? Like literally, Aaron Rodgers, if he was on their team last year, automatic 4 to 5 more victories. 12 wins last year. If Aaron Rodgers was on their team last year, 12 wins. You got the freaking rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year, wide receiver, who did what he did with the quarterbacks he had. I know y'all only pay attention to the Dolphins, but I pay attention to all of them. please, Chris Greer, screw the future. Like at this point, we desperate. Screw the future. I mean, you already been screwing it, so screw it fully. Screw the future fully. Go get Derrick Henry. Go get everybody. Spend it all. Go in debt. Rodgers washed. Do you realize a washed Rodgers would have won 4 more games last year over there? A wash. The same version of Rodgers last year would have won 4 more games over there. And y'all need to stop with that ridiculous wash notion anyway. And some of y'all funny. Y'all think 1 year justify football, don't you? 1 good year with Tua, now he's a great quarterback for the rest of his career. 1 bad year of Brady or Rodgers, and technically it ain't even considered bad statistically, but to our standards, 1 bad year and they're washed and they're no more. So I guess Xavier Howard is just done. Because a lot of y'all say I'm negative. Now let me see if y'all gonna be negative. Because Xavier Howard was that Pro Bowler was trash last year. For how much he making and what we expected, he was absolute boo-boo trash last year. Yeah, the Pro Bowler, which nobody know how that happened. So I guess he's just done. He's washed too. So we really didn't get Ramsey. We just got X in his prime. And come on, man. Y'all need to stop that mess. Everybody, if they don't have 1 season that blow your mind away, they washed all of a sudden. All right, we're going to see how washed he is if they beat us. Yo, TD, Ian Rappaport just said on live TV, A-Rod isn't official yet. Okay. Well, I know it ain't official yet because no major, like, it ain't being, like, reported. It's just saying that word is that it's a done deal. But, I mean, it's a done deal. Unless he, now I love for him to go back to Green Bay and just switch up it, like, right away. Yeah, I hope he don't go. They saying it's a done deal, but everybody avoiding saying that because they haven't heard it from the organizations themselves. So I'm hoping that it's not and he don't go. Rodgers to the Jets is a bad thing for the Dolphins. Rodgers is an elite QB. See, what people need to understand, even just for the sake of beating each other up, say you split, that sucks. Oh. He's elite, but old. Yeah. I mean, and I don't know why people keep talking about history repeating itself with, you see how Favre went out, he didn't play well. Man, Favre was balling when he got traded to Minnesota. I don't know what y'all talking about. Some of y'all probably just say don't remember. I remember when Brett Favre got traded to Minnesota, Brett Favre was balling. Man, they had games, they were in the last 2 minutes, 30-30, they were carrying him down the field. The O-line was picking him up and running him down there to hike the ball. And he was hiking the ball, throwing strikes. I ain't gonna lie, that was fun though. It was fun to watch. Brett Favre was balling when he got traded from Green Bay to Minnesota. Heck, y'all, history repeat itself. Man, you better hope it don't repeat itself. I don't know if you remember what Brett Favre was doing in Minnesota. Now they got that man killed. He was getting banged up with that trash O-line. But Brett Favre was out there giving it his all. Man, that man was balling out. I don't remember what the stats were, but I guarantee you they were top level. He was throwing deep balls all over the field every game. People start tuning in, man. You got to watch Brett Favre in Minnesota. Man, come on. Y'all tell me y'all remember this. Tell me I ain't tripping. Maybe I'm remembering something different. But I think I remember when they traded Brett Favre and that fool went to the Vikings, that fool was going off. When he was with the Jets, he was kind of going off until he got hurt. No, man, some of y'all just be talking the talk. Just be talking the talk, man. Listen, man, I'm about to get out of here. I told y'all before I'm going to come back for a free agent watch party because these moves are happening out here within like maybe an hour or two or so. I'll fire up another live and we're going to have a free agent watch party, talk about all the moves being made. It's happening in this league, but I got some business I'm going to take care of. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. He threw over 7 400-yard games in Minnesota. Yeah, man. All right, y'all, man. I got to go, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. I'm out.